Alright, so right now I'm editing my draft. My first one did not even have an introduction, so I need to open this up. I typed down some stuff that I'll start writing. Alright. John Pollitt, author of Contending Voices, wrote about many important views. In the first chapter, he wrote about the different views of Bartolome de Las Casas and Hernan Cortez. Alright. Okay. They both had very different perspectives on the treatment of Native Americans. And it's only been 2 minutes. Good. Las Casas is the one who set a good example by being a respectable leader. Cortez, on the other hand, not so much. Cortez, on the other hand, struggled with his leadership. In this essay, I will talk about their differences, the outcome of their actions, and who is a trailblazer and who is a hellraiser. Alright, so I have an introduction. I have 2 papers, so I'm going to pull the other one up. Contending Voices Final. No. Final draft. Alright. Okay. In my rough draft, I kept skipping around to different topics, and they were all like random, so I'm gonna combine all of them. So, like this one says, Las Casas had a greater impact on Spain's image. He pursued priesthood and he tried to convert the natives to have religious beliefs. But then it starts talking about Cortez, then that goes back to Casas. So, I'm going to go this over here, now it says, both of these leaders worked for the Spanish crown, and they were trying to accomplish things in the New World. Las Casas definitely had a greater impact on Spain's image, and it was a positive one. He pursued priesthood and tried to convert the natives to have religious beliefs. So now all that's about Las Casas, and now it starts talking about Cortez. Cortez was a different story. He established a colony with the natives, and he didn't care about the religion or what mattered most. He cared about the money. He ended up being more successful and brought the Spanish crown more resources. Alright, so now all of his is together instead of going back and forth. So it'll be easier to follow. The Trailblazer paragraph. That one was kind of random too. I'm going to take this part out. Okay, so now it says, I would say the Trailblazers Las Casas. He wanted what was best for the natives. He even gave them their own community. In my rough draft, I didn't even have quotes from the story. So, in this one I'm putting, under Las Casas' plan, the Indians would be converted and live in towns. And then I put Hollett's 5 in parentheses. He set a good example for the natives. He was willing to help them out and introduce them to new things. The Hellraiser was Cortez. He defeated the emperor and held him for 5 months. During that time, he started the Aztec Empire. He didn't care about the Indians, and he said they could only be converted if they were defeated. Cortez ended up destroying the civilians. And then I put another quote from the book that says, when it was over in August, I capitalized that. In August 1521, the Aztecs had lost perhaps 140,000 people. Comma. Their once magnificent capital was reduced to rubble, and its streets and canals were limited with a vast multitude of corpses. I need to put an apostrophe. And he didn't care about anyone, obviously. That sentence sounds weird. I'm just going to take that one out. Okay. This paragraph is random. It says the main issues in this chapter were the opposing views on how to treat the Indians. Las Casas believed the Indians were capable of self-rule. He said they had capable minds, and he was very understanding of them. On the other hand, Cortez believed it was okay to harm the Indians. Their actions had very different outcomes. So I'm not sure if I should move some of those to these other paragraphs, or just keep it its own paragraph. Capable of self-rule. Okay, I think I'm just going to leave it there, and tomorrow, whoever reads this can correct me or tell me it's good where it is. The closing, Las Casas, Cortez are two different leaders. Casas tried to lead the Indians in a civilized way. I don't know what a good word is. He wanted what was best for everyone. Unfortunately, his actions were unnoticed since Cortez's were more intense. Las Casas had a positive impact on Spain's image since he treated the Indians with respect. However, Cortez was more successful because of his negative impact. At first, when I saw Cortez was more successful, I thought he was the good guy, but when I started reading, I realized his actions were terrible. Okay, I need to fix the spelling on this. Oh, I need to fix this. Cortez, on the other hand, struggled with leadership. About in this essay, I will talk about their differences, the outcome of their actions, and who is the trailblazer. And it's 11 minutes. I still have to talk for 4 minutes. My works cited was just the book. It says there's something wrong. I have to come up with a unique title. I'm just going to put different cause or different outcomes. Exactly two. It's more than 2 pages. There's 2 lines on the second page. And I need to move my works cited to the next one. Alright. Different views. That makes sense. Different views cause for different outcomes. Sure. Why not? I need to fix this. Las Casas definitely had a greater impact on Spain's image. It was a positive impact. So I have a positive one in parentheses, but I don't know if I should put definitely had a positive impact on Spain's image, because it was greater, but it was positive, and I can't say greater positive. So, greater impact on Spain's image. Maybe I can ask tomorrow. Underlining green, but that's not even sound right. Where are we at now? 14 minutes. I think I need to put something else at the end of this. At the end of my closing sentence, but I don't know how. I don't know what else to put because it might sound like I'm just trying to add more. I just feel like it ends weird. It just says, however, Cortez was more successful because of his negative impact. At first, when I saw that Cortez was more successful, I thought he was the good guy, but when I started reading, okay, that's a run-on sentence. Because at first, when I saw that Cortez was more successful, I thought he was the good guy. Period. And then here's this comma. It's not a run-on sentence. Space. However, or although. Although I started reading, I realized his actions were terrible.